Hey everybody, welcome to Neil's Daily Heart Share. And I just wanted to talk to you today about being Recovery Month. Apparently September is Addiction Recovery Month. This is something that's been running for 28 years. I've only actually just come across it today for the first time. And got me reflecting and thinking about some of my own personal experiences and some of the things I've learned professionally over the years about people suffering from addictions. And those addictions could be a variety of different things. Obviously, when we talk about addictions, people automatically think of substances, drugs, alcohol, nicotine, that kind of thing. But addictions can be much, much broader than that. It could be caffeine, sugar. It could be addicted to sex. Russell Brand was someone that was famous at talking about his sex addiction and how that was very damaging for his life. It could also be your mobile phone, it could be television, it could be internet, pornography, anything that basically is damaging and compulsive behavior that prevents you from living a normal, fulfilling life, and you cannot function without having access to whatever is the source of your addiction. And, thinking about addictions and how damaging they can be led me to kind of reflect back on some of my own personal experiences. I remember as a youth, first discovering alcohol sort of in my mid-teenage years, and essentially getting to the point where I was drinking a huge amount. I can't say I was ever an alcoholic, but there was kind of excessive use of alcohol, and sometimes feeling the need to be drinking just to be able to enjoy a night out. Feeling I couldn't enjoy a night out without having drunk a bottle of Jack Daniels, and quite literally a whole bottle. Something that did progress from alcohol use was drugs, and I did go through a period from my late teens to my late 20s of excessive drug use, and there was a couple of years where I could safely say that there were some addictions which were quite hard to break, to the point where I couldn't function and get through a day without using various substances that were my substance of choice. Cigarettes was another one that I smoked 20 a day from the age of 15 to the age of 24, sometimes more. And yeah, it took for me to be able to hold my hand up and realise that actually this is extremely damaging for my well-being, and being able to seek professional guidance through a hypnotherapist that allowed me to break that. But I guess the question that I struggled with was knowing what questions to ask of myself. The behaviours that I am displaying, in what ways are they holding me back? In what ways are they damaging my life? And just because I progressed, I outgrew my need to be using things like drugs and alcohol and that kind of thing, or even food, because food was another addiction of mine. Comfort eating a lot of sugar, eating junk food as a way of comfort. I grew beyond that, and I started to realise these are things that are not fulfilling me. And that doesn't mean my cycle of addictions ended, because I have to hold my hand up and admit that I do have an addictive personality. I then got addicted to other things, on the face of which seem good addictions to have. Exercise. I got addicted to running and training. So much so that it led to me on several occasions having serious injuries, some of which required surgery, because the behaviours I was displaying, as much as on the face of it were positive, because they were approached addictively, ended up becoming quite damaging. Current addictions that I'm battling with is my phone, my mobile phone. Is that there are times where I feel that I'm using my phone obsessively and compulsively and finding it hard to put it down. It's something I'm aware of, and I know now clearly the questions I need to ask of myself to ascertain whether a behavior trait that I'm displaying is serving me or is counterproductive. And this is something that we as an organisation are very keen to ensure that we're supporting people with. We partnered up with our friends at Sober Services just to really get to grips with how we can get people to understand whether the behavior traits that they're displaying are verging on addictions. So we put together a survey, a questionnaire on our website, just to really understand what questions that we need to ask to ensure that people get the support they need, particularly during Recovery Month as we're in right now. So we're going to encourage you all to take a bit of time. Go to www.stress.org.uk today. You're going to find some questions there which not only will help us to better understand how we can support people battling with addictions and recovery, but also ensure you get the guidance and signposting you need as well. So you can start taking the steps forward to get into grips with whatever addictive behaviours may be holding you back in your life. We're here to support you as always. Good luck with taking your first step if you are battling addictions or recovery, and please do spare a few moments to answer those questions for your benefit and also to help us to ensure we're able to support as many people as possible. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow.